And now, Hard Facts. Hard Facts with Dayo.
Hello, good afternoon to you. Welcome to Hard Facts, 92.3 Nigeria Info and Hearing Port Harcourt. I'm Dayo. It's a fine Wednesday. It's the midweek edition of the show. And it's always a good edition, like every other edition, I suppose. Well, it sounds nice, you know, the tag midweek. I don't know what's special about it, but it does sound really nice, actually. So you're welcome once again. I hope that the week up until this midweek has been great for you, and things are looking up, and the midweek is a good midweek for you, and I think I'll stop saying midweek now. Welcome once again. From now till 7 o'clock, we keep the conversation going. A few matters we're going to be addressing as usual, and you're welcome to join in via the usual platforms. The phone numbers will be given out at some point. We are live on facebook.com/Nigeria Info PH. Also on YouTube, just search for Nigeria Info PH, and WhatsApp's on 0809 030 6416. So as mentioned earlier, from now till about 7, we keep the conversation going. Several matters on the agenda today, as usual. I've got side comments coming up in a moment, you know, random stories and random thoughts of mine, which, a reminder, will not be discussed during this hour. But later on, after the main is at 6 p.m. during the open season segment, every matter discussed on the show or mentioned by myself, including my side comments, will be open for discussion at that time. After which a round comes up, me expressing a thoughts on some major issue, and you're welcome to express your thoughts of mine till 4 p.m. Now, before we've got the business news coming up, every hour we have news, and today's Wednesday. I would not say midweek. Every Wednesday we've got Canvas and Niger Delta Rant to be brought to you by SPDC. Now, today on the show we're discussing health insurance, easier way to pay for health needs. My guest on the show today, experienced healthcare administrator with over a decade of experience providing services in finance and human resource management. Idowu Olajo Babalola is going to be my guest for that conversation in the 4 o'clock hour. Health insurance, easier way to pay for health needs on Canvas on air today. Taking us to 5, we've got the news update at 5 o'clock, and a conversation continues after that. No more dollar here, dollar, you know what I'm talking about. If you're riding around major parts of town, for example, around the presidential hotel area, you know, a couple of our brothers over there, you know, signaling to you, even if you're just walking on by or you're in some vehicle, and there's either waving a hand at you or waving a calculator at you, and sometimes they might mutter or murmur the words at you, dollar here, you know. Well, maybe for the moment, no more dollar here. I don't know, maybe for a while at least, because the CBN goes tough, cancels dollar sale to BDCs. That story is in the Vanguard newspaper, and possibly, or definitely rather, other dailies as well. But we're going with the version from the Vanguard. Once again, it is captioned, CBN goes tough, cancels dollar sale to BDCs. Now here's a bit of the story. The Central Bank of Nigeria yesterday cancelled the weekly dollar sale to Bureau de Change, that's BDCs, accusing operators of multiple BDC ownership and facilitating graft and corruption in the country. CBN Governor Godwin Emefiele disclosed this in Abuja while addressing the press on the outcome of the Monetary Policy Committee meeting in Abuja. The CBN had been selling $20,000 per week to each of the over 5,000 BDCs across the country. Emefiele, however, said that the Apex Bank will henceforth channel weekly allocations of dollar sales to commercial banks to meet legitimate foreign exchange demands, adding that processing of applications for new BDC licenses has also been suspended. Yeah. So what exactly is the implication? What does this mean, really? Does this affect you in any way? Or businesses or other individuals or persons who may require foreign exchange? We'll be looking at that in the 5 o'clock hour, and its impact on the economy as well. Umaru Umaru Amadu, a former bank staff and financial consultant, is going to be my guest for that conversation in the 5 o'clock hour. We've got headlines 5:30 p.m. Major is at 6. And open season afterwards till about 7 when we wrap it up. The sports gang will be in by then for extra time. All the action from the world of sports and, of course, the ongoing Olympics. But traditionally, we keep the ball rolling right now with today's side comments. Random stories, once again, random thoughts which will not be discussed now. Let's start with this one. The Nigerian Army has started a one-week combat support arms training, tagged COSAT, for senior officers in Port Harcourt. The Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General Farouk Yahaya, who opened the event, said the training will equip the military with modern skills to fight crime. I hope that these modern skills to fight crime will not include loan collection. I hope it will include that. I hope going forward after this modern skills and this training that they will get, I hope that it will not include going to schools like was it Rumokpara they went to recently. We heard some army guys went over there to go beat up students. I hope that this modern skills to fight crime will equip them to do better things than going to beat up secondary school students or things like that. Or settling to fighting, or settling quarrel between boyfriend and girlfriend, or collecting rent on behalf of landlord. I really hope that it's going to help them step up from that level of crime that they've so much equipped themselves to fight these days, especially in these parts. And at the event, Governor Wike says the River State government, by the way, thank you very much to our armed forces for the great job you guys are doing. Really appreciate you guys putting your life on the line for the rest of us, and I really do mean that very much, very strongly. Thank you for your service to the nation once again. Now, at the event, Governor Wike says the River State government will again hand over 11 new fully equipped armored gunboats to the Nigerian Army. Let's hear what His Excellency had to say about this gesture, which I perceive is a bit to improve the security situation in Rivers State, especially on our waterways.
For us, the quality, operational capacity, and competence of our armed forces is contingent. That is why we have always been available to render whatever support we can give to advance the operational capability of the armed forces. As a matter of fact, the 11 new armored plated gunboats recently committed to procuring for the Army and Navy formations in the state are underway and will soon invite the Chief of Army and Naval Staff to come over and take physical possession of these gunboats as part of our contributions to strengthen the offensive and defensive operations capabilities on our waterways.
That's a great gesture. That's very good. I believe very strongly, and kudos to the River State government for this initiative. And yes, maybe security lies predominantly on the exclusive list. There is predominantly the responsibility of the federal government. But while that may be predominant, it does not absolve state government of some responsibility as well. And after all, state governors get humongous chunks of money tagged security votes. So it's at least good to know that they're spending some of that on security measures. Once again, thumbs up to the River State government and the governor especially. And now beyond that, I really hope it's not the first time that we've heard that the River State government is donating equipment to security agencies, and especially in this case, gunboats. But it's quite alarming. In spite of all the gunboats that have been donated to different security agencies, we still have the high rate of insecurity on our waterways. Very alarming, So I hope that this latest in a series of gunboats that's been donated to the Army and other security agencies will go a long way in forestalling and drastically reducing incidences of crime, criminality, abductions, and piracy on our waterways, especially here in River State and in the Niger Delta region in general. I very much hope so. I hope the gunboats will not be used in carrying around VIPs, honorables and excellencies. I hope that the gunboat will be used in securing the lives and property of Rivers people, or any other person for that matter, who has cause to do business here, or plies their trade here, or lives here for that matter. And the protest over the bad state of Eleme Road enters its third day today. Yep, a luta continua, I suppose, with protesters adamant. They say they will remain on the road until their demands are met. Let's hear what the protesters had to say on day 3 of this protest. Where is it? Oh, it's OM actually. Okay, OM. Oh, here we are.
We continue to stay on the road. In fact, they are bringing more canopies. We want to keep car, we want to cook on the streets. We slept here yesterday and we continue to sleep here. We are not worried, we are not afraid of the military. This is the treasure base of the nation. The wealth is there, everything is there, but it's not just working. So we came out to appeal to the federal government that they should come and fix this road for us. We are not afraid that security people will come, and even if they come, they won't stop us until something is done to this road. And so every day our people keep dying. Ordinarily, if you want to go to Gokana or Popobo, Bori, Calabar, a place that would have taken you 40 minutes will take you 6 hours. This is injustice. A place that would have taken you 1 hour will take you 24 hours. This is cruelty. And we cannot continue this way.
No doubt at all. No rational thinking person will argue this, I suppose. No doubt the issues that have been raised by these protesters are extremely germane. They're matters that must be looked into, and not just looked into, because looked into in Nigeria might mean setting up a 7-man panel. A 7-man panel. They should not just be looked into, but it must be addressed, and the situation must be fixed. And simply put, and that's the road. It has to be fixed. So very important issues raised. Government must fix it, not just look into it. But I particularly like the guy who spoke first. Let's hear him again.
We continue to stay on the road. In fact, they are bringing more canopies. We want to keep car, we want to cook on the streets. We slept
Yes. I hope that you are making plans for native soup. I'm thinking of stopping by later today. Native soup with I like cow, yeah, but I don't mind some fresh fish in it. Yeah, some fresh fish, and that's it. Maybe some unkwobi, for dessert. I don't mind. Yeah. That's it. Something like that would be nice. Maybe I'll stop by later today after work and see how things are going over there. But whilst we're doing this, and once again, very important issues being raised there, let's not. I hope that the protesters are also bearing something in mind. Now, what I'm about to say is not in any way an attempt to discourage anyone from what they're doing, but I hope that we realize that our actions have consequences. Whilst we're relishing in the figures and the data, the statistics of what we're contributing to the River State's IGR, to its GDP, to the country's GDP, to income, to revenue, and not much is coming to us, and that's fantastic. That's great. It's good. Let's also remember that these actions have consequences, and here's what I mean. So, after we may have cooked cow and roasted fish and bole, and set up canopies and danced, and hopefully government responds and the road is fixed. However long that takes, let's remember that all those companies, all those organizations that have GMOs with you in those communities, let's remember that right now they're losing revenue. It's very important to remember that right now they're losing revenue. So by the time the dancing, the protesting, and the cow eating, and the Edikai Kong whacking has, or the Nkwobi demolishing has ended, let's remember that their income may have been affected. That means that their commitment to whatever contract or agreements they have with the communities in the area of GMO use will also be affected. Let's remember that. You cannot block off access to these businesses, and they're losing revenue now. And when it comes to them, to them committing to the terms of your agreement with them, and they say, okay, you know what? We were supposed to give you A, but we can't give you A right now. We can give you A-5. Don't be angry. And then start another series of Edikai Kong and Nkwobi eating festival or carnival on the road. it does have consequences. Let's bear that in mind. But if we're determined that we need to do this, let's also understand that we may need to sacrifice certain things for this cause. Very important. So if scholarship money is X, and tomorrow the company says we can give you X minus 2, don't be angry. They're losing revenue right now. Very important to note. And I hope that the leaders over there are noting this and letting the people understand how the math works. It's elementary logic, actually. Alright, let's see. What else caught my attention on the news today from earlier? Oh yeah, I talked about this earlier on. Sad situation, sad story. 6 armed men were on Monday night killed when police and unknown gunmen engaged in a gun battle in Umuma Town, Uru East local government area of Imo State. Now, the DPO of Umuma Police Division, CSP Fatman Doyo, was killed in the attack. Police spokesperson for the state, Michael Abatam, confirmed the incident. It's a very sad development indeed. Nobody should die in such a situation, especially not even the police for that matter. Whatever misgivings there might be about the police, we still have officers who do a lot for this country, and it's very sad to hear that an officer would lose his life in the line of duty. So deepest condolences and sympathies to the entire Nigeria Police Force and the families and loved ones of this police officer who paid the ultimate price in securing this nation. Alright, so I think that's it on today's edition of, side comment, I suppose. So I go on a break right now, and when I return, we'll dive right into today's rant. Do please stay tuned.
Information is a two-way thing. Nigeria Info, it's your turn. Let's talk. Keeping up with political issues and developments around you, only on Nigeria Info.
And now, Hard Facts. Hard Facts with Dio.
Hello, welcome back. It's still Hard Facts at 97.3 Nigeria Info here in Port Harcourt. I'm Dio, 29 going past 3, almost 3:30 actually. And I'd like to rant for just a bit. Something in my mind. I express some thoughts in it, and you're very welcome. I'd like to get your take on mine till about 4 o'clock. Trust the system. You must have heard that at different times, especially if you're Nigerian. You must have heard that from one of our honorables or excellencies, and at different times actually, severally, very likely. Trust the system. People in government, honorables, excellencies, urging you to trust the system. Officials of government, heads of agencies, ministries, departments, parastatals of government, urging you to trust the system. Members of the judiciary, of the bar and the bench have insisted and asked you to encourage you to trust the system. Security agents have said, yes, we know we have bad eggs amongst us, but trust the system. If you have any problem, report to the... See, that's why we are here. We always tell them, if you see an officer that is demanding, don't report. Go to the station. The DPO is there. They are there. They are responsible. They are there to attend to report. Trust the system. We are urging Nigerians to trust the system. Yeah. Once again, you must have heard that severally. Trust the system. But I think that there's something slightly wrong with the way that a lot of Nigerian office holders, especially public office holders or elected public office holders, use that expression. They forget that there are two sides to trusting a system. People or citizens do not and cannot trust the system in a vacuum. It's not a one-sided thing. It's two sides to a coin. Now, and one precedes the other. First, you must have a system that works. Now, no system is perfect, know that. But at least over time, the system has proven that more often than not, more likely than never, it works. Yes, there could be flaws, there could be challenges, there could be the ominous, unusual circumstance or incident when something goes wrong, there's a glitch in the matrix. Now, that could happen, but it is not the norm. Now, when people see over time that the system works in their favor and is primed, set up, organized, designed to work in their favor, then you naturally have people trusting the system. But in Nigeria, the exact opposite seems to be the case. Now, this does not mean that people have a right to disobey the law or commit crimes. No, it doesn't mean that. All I'm saying is people are more prone to not trusting a system that over time has proven is not designed to and does not work in their favor. Before I move on with the rant, a classic example of this is jungle justice. You find a lot of Nigerians more disposed to jungle justice than apprehending criminals and handing them over to security operatives. Now, nothing can justify jungle justice, and please do not ever engage in it. But the question must be asked, why are a lot of Nigerians more disposed to jungle justice than handing over criminals to security agencies? Because over time, something's happened, something has gone wrong, and they have come to not trust that justice will be served when criminals are handed over to security operatives. So rather than have that criminal possibly come on a reprisal attack tomorrow, they believe, let's dispense justice right now. So, trust the system. Why should people trust the system? Once again, to reiterate, people trust the system that over time has proven is designed to and works in their favor. If the opposite is the case, they are more likely to not trust the system. Now, with that preamble, I delve right into the subject of today's rant. A story from the Vanguard newspaper captioned, "Fallout of IPOB's sit-at-home order over Nnamdi Kanu's trial. Soldiers shot Imo timber market." Here's the story, or a bit of it at least. Now, timber marketers in Olu local government area of Imo State on Tuesday protested the shutting down of their market by soldiers, who were said to have told the traders, quote, "Stay away from the market until the Republic of Biafra is realized," end of quote, since the traders refused to open for business on Monday over Nnamdi Kanu's trial. The timber marketers were seen protesting along Owerri Olu Road when they discovered that the road leading to the market had been barricaded by soldiers. I'd like to stop here for a bit. Now, there's no doubt about it that Nnamdi Kanu and the IPOB movement possibly has supporters in the southeast, possibly has supporters in Imo State, other parts of the southeast, maybe even other parts of the country as well. That's not impossible. In fact, that's a given. They do have some supporters, yes. But the fact of the matter is, there are also a lot of people, even southeasterners, in the southeast and other parts of the country, and other Nigerians with other ethnic backgrounds who do not support IPOB or the IPOB movement. But the fact of the matter is that whenever these sit-at-home orders, I refer to them, are issued by IPOB, especially in the southeast, you find a lot of people complying. But the question should be asked, are they complying because they believe in IPOB? Some of them do, no doubt, but some of them do not. Those who do not find themselves forced to comply, and the reason is simple. Now, government officials will ask them trust the system. But we have seen severally how that trusting the system does not protect you. We have seen severally that when these sit-at-home orders are issued and some people defy these orders, even though they may be Southeasterners, and go about their business, they are encountered by other persons who believe in this ideology, and they are beaten up, they are molested. There have been instances where it has been reported that some of them have actually been killed. As a matter of fact, the now being tried leader of the IPOB movement, Nnamdi Kanu, has been caught on tape, well, severally, also issuing out threats to anyone who disobeys IPOB's sit-at-home orders. There was a time I did hear this by myself personally, where he said that the shops will be burned, and they will be burned within their shops. Now, you ask people to trust the system. Government, whenever these sit-at-home orders are issued, governments of those states or those regions or those states will come out to say, you know what, don't bother, go about your business, the state is safe, there's no order, go about your business, go about your legal, law-abiding business. And sometimes people have listened to government and they have gone about their law-abiding business, and they get, the last time that the IPOB gave the sit-at-home order, I think that was before Nnamdi Kanu's arrest. You must have seen videos. I saw a video of some guy on a bike who was being beaten up by supposedly or allegedly supporters of IPOB with machete. And I don't know what happened to that fellow eventually. Your guess is as good as mine. So when people do not trust that the system will protect them, they may feel coerced to obey these sit-at-home orders, not because they buy into the ideology, but how can they trust the system that over time has proven it cannot protect them from the people you say they should go about their business, their law-abiding business, that nothing will happen. And over time, a lot of things have happened. People have been humiliated, people have been beaten up, people have been tortured, they've been traumatized, people have lost their businesses, and maybe even people have lost their lives as well. And yet you tell them, trust the system, go about your business, nothing will happen. How can they trust you? So a lot of people stay away from their businesses because they do not trust that the system will protect them regardless of what the system says. Now back to the story. Some of the protesting timber traders who spoke to Newsman in Olu said they were demanding the soldiers open the roadblock for them to start their businesses. According to them, quote, "We came in on Tuesday morning to start business and we saw that the road leading to our shops have been closed. We're asking, why are our shops closed? Nobody's talking to us, and why should the military block the road? We want them to open the road so that we can regain our business. That's why we're protesting." However, when Vanguard probed further, one of them said, quote, "On Monday, we got a report that those who attacked Umuma in Oru East local government area came from the timber market, were members of Eastern Security Network, and that the security operatives have been investigating the issues. We've also been told that the market was shut because we obeyed the sit-at-home order on the day Nnamdi Kanu appeared in court." Now, even if there are suspicions that some persons in this timber market are criminals, does that mean everybody who sells or who has a business or operates a business in that timber market is an IPOB supporter or is a criminal for that matter? Because even if a person supports IPOB in their minds, you can't really stop that, can you? Because once again, it's an ideology. At least that's what's been said. Does it make all of them criminals? Obviously it doesn't. Now, if there are members or people in that timber market who have committed the crime, is it possible we investigate without shutting down the market? Is it possible we arrest those persons we suspect may have carried out criminal acts and we prosecute them without shutting down the market? Is it possible? Can we do that? Why make statements like allegedly, as was said to have been made, that the market will be closed until Biafra is realized? What's the point of that? Now, what makes this worse is this. Meanwhile, this is back to the story now. The 34 Artillery Brigade Command Obinze Army Public Relations Officer Babatunde Zubiru did not answer calls to his phone line to react to the allegation that Army shut down the market over the leader of IPOB Nnamdi Kanu's trial. That's another problem. So now, there's an allegation out there there's an allegation out there that army officers blocked or shut down the timber market, and there's an allegation they did so because the traders complied with a sit-at-home order on the day Nnamdi Kanu was to be tried. Whether or not that's true, the army, the system, has a responsibility to respond to this, to clear the air, to explain what is going on, and not leave room for speculation, because one way or another, people are going to draw conclusions. Inevitably so, they will draw conclusions. And you may have heard the saying, silence means consent. Well, maybe not in every instance, but in this case, in a case such as this, it behoves the system, in this case the army, to respond to these allegations and make a statement. An unambiguous, very clear, direct statement on the true situation of things. But the system, as is prone to do it once again in Nigeria, has refused to comment on this and leave the people to draw their own conclusions. Now, what this does is it raises a lot of suspicion, and people once again do not lead into a lack of trust in the system. And yet you hear the saying very often, oh, trust the system, trust the system. Trust what system? A system that does not protect you when you trust it. A system that does not ensure justice even when your rights are contravened. A system that keeps quiet and does not feel the need to explain anything to you even when you are confused as to what the real situation is. How do the people trust the system? How do they? How can they trust the system? How? So, as often is the case, governments in Nigeria have to be reminded of even the most basic and elementary of things. So the purpose of today's rant is to remind government that citizens trust a system, or citizens' trust in a system depends on the actions or inactions of government itself. The citizens cannot trust a system that does not communicate with them. They cannot trust a system that does not defend their rights, that does not protect their interest, that does not ensure justice is served, even when there's a glitch in the matrix and their rights are abused. On that note, I end my rant. I hope I didn't bore you. Many thanks for listening. Any thoughts on my? Let's hear it. Numbers are the same lines are open. We got 0817 93 0002 or 0003. That's 0817 93 0007 as well. We're live on Facebook.com/Nigerians for PH, and the WhatsApp is on 0809 030 6416. Please keep mute on such a sensitive situation. Well, I'm not sure what the government's position is on that. I haven't seen any official position of the government. Maybe that has come up or will come up later. Once again, 0817 93 00. And via WhatsApp, Escobar goes, lately I still not put on my radio news because it's just what madness.
And in this, how does it do something there and nobody go after that? People that feel that the sitting in the nation is very, very bad. So let us observe this and see what will happen. Now you go and rob their shop. And these militaries are not giving all these shop owners couple. They are not giving them 1 naira.
Our life is in danger if you listen to the present government. That you should go about your law-abiding duty. You have no case to answer. So the government is completely failure. We have no trust in this very government. That's why our life is in danger. So thank you very much for your good explanation of the robbery system Nigeria is creating.
Michael, do you have him as well? Michael from Rumakin, hello, go on.
Hello there.
Hi, go ahead.
Good evening. The military lost all paper shop at Imo State. Hello?
Yes, go ahead, Michael.
In this country, I don't know what is going wrong. Is it bad for...
I've got 12 minutes to go before 4 p.m. The business news is up at 4, but still getting your reactions to my rant earlier on fallout of IPOB sit-at-home order over Nnamdi Kanu's trial, such as short Imo timber market, was the subject of my rant just a while ago. Your thoughts are welcomed at this time. Number to call once again 0817 93 0002 or 0003 or 0007. WhatsApp is on 0809 030 6416. We are live on facebook.com/Nigeria Info PH. I'd like an explanation if something is up with the phone lines, please. Thank you very much. And via WhatsApp, the marketers should go home and continue to stay home and sympathize with the Supreme Leader, as we cannot have two captains in the same ship. I wish these army actions could be extended to other markets. Enough is enough. As an IBC. Hello, Hot Factor, welcome. Please go ahead.
Hello, Dayo. Good afternoon. Why is it that the military faces their anger and their power to the civilians who are gunless using? I don't get it. We say that we have problems in this country. Why not go there to save us the problem, the killings every day in this country, Nigeria? Why putting their pressure, the whole of their strength to people who have done nothing to them? I don't understand the way forward this country is going to. I don't just get it. It is so barbaric. Dayo, please, it's so annoying.
Quite so, I suppose. Quite so. Hello, Hot Factor, welcome.
Yes, Dayo, good afternoon.
Hello, go on.
I heard somebody saying enough is enough, and I agree with that. Enough is enough. I am somebody who so much believes in obedience. Why would people be disobeying government, doing whatever they want to do at any time? You cannot have two presidents in a nation. There is Buhari there, and we have another Nnamdi Kanu that is giving orders, and people are obeying. Yes, I know that it's not every person from the Igbo land is an IPOB member. I know, but remember the Shakespearean drama.
It's at home order, and he obeyed the constitutionally backed government that asked him to go about his lawful duties, and he was harassed, he was waylaid, he was beaten up. So, assuming he survived that incident, the next time there's a sit-at-home order and the government asks him to go about his law-abiding duties, do you think he will do that?
He will equally suffer the punishment that the army is giving. That is why I use the example.
No, I'm not asking you what the consequence of that would be. I am asking you, answer my question first. Will he go about his law-abiding duties the next time around?
He will not.
Okay.
He will not.
And if he does not do that,
he will also
so if he does not do that, you believe that the army should punish him for that?
If he doesn't do what?
You understand my question? Answer it. You believe the army should punish him for that?
If he doesn't go out, the army will not punish him.
No, that's not what you were saying just a while ago.
What was I? Okay.
Okay, clarify what you're saying.
I am saying that whenever these people give their order, yes, I know that they cannot fight them. They can't go out, because if they go out, they will give machete cuts like they give to the Okada rider. I know, but let them remain in their houses. Yes, I don't believe in the ideology. So once again, the Okada guy finally, because he was afraid to come out the second time, he can be punished by the army. Dayo, why are you not understanding what I'm saying?
Okay, all right, okay. Your point is clear. I have to move on now.
Okay.
Great to hear from you. Okay, please go on. Okay, let's see. Do I have another call? Oh, come on. Okay, that's it via WhatsApp. Hi, good afternoon. That statement is just a slogan. How can people trust a system that is not trustworthy? How can people trust a system that doesn't care about them? Whatever appropriate actions people can take to stay safe should be taken. All right. Good day. Nigeria is the only democracy where the armed forces have refused to stay in their barracks. We're not at war. Hashtag soldiers stay in your barracks. That's from Newton. Well, some might disagree with that. In a sense, we might be said to be in a war, actually. The military should be cautioned. We're not practicing autocracy. That's Chris from Port Harcourt. Let's see. I've got Frank on the line from Owerri. Hello, Frank. Go ahead.
Hello. Good evening.
All right, go ahead.
Oh, I stay in Imo State, and the governor is aware. I overheard you say it seems that the government is not aware.
No, I didn't say that. Someone asked if the governor has responded. I said I'm not aware of any official response. That does not mean the governor is not aware.
The governor was the one that sent the military to go and look that place because they obeyed the simple order by the IPOB leader. Okay? It's started. There's many people have run into their home. Nobody is coming out. I'm giving you a firsthand information because I'm from there.
Okay.
So what I'm trying to say, the place is the governor that is doing all this thing. We had the former leader, Governor Ocha Sokrocha. Even when Nnamdi Kanu came to Imo State, nobody was arrested, nobody was harassed. But since this man took over, I don't know why he has taken it upon himself to punish his own people. His own people you handed over to rule upward. He's just punishing people up and down because he has the power from the north. I don't know what is wrong with him.
What does the North have to do with this? Must you ethnicize every conversation?
Sorry.
Not every conversation it has to be North against the South. Come on. I'm sure we can have a conversation on this matter without making it North versus South.
I believe you.
All right.
So what I'm trying to say is that governor is the one causing every problem in this state. Is the governor because he's giving order to the military to harass the Olu people. The timber market has been locked because it was after that Monday. Then the next day, the timber marketers went back to their shops and everywhere was locked up.
Frank, great to hear from you. I believe you've made your point. Via WhatsApp, I'm a businessman. I don't think if I decide to stay out of my shop, I will be the one to lose money. So who is the one to tell me what to do in my own business? Am I accountable to the man? Nigeria is a failed state. The maker from Igruta sent that in. They did not believe in the IPOB movement. And whenever there's a sit-at-home order or anyone even suggests or hints at it, they'd like to go about their business normally. But how do you expect them to? Now, government tells them, go about your lawful business. They go about their lawful business. They're probably beaten up, harassed, tortured, if not killed, may have their vehicles damaged or burnt, even have their businesses destroyed. Very important to note once again, even Nnamdi Kanu himself has issued such a threat when he issued one of his sit-at-home orders saying if anybody opened their shop will be burnt and they will be burnt in their shop. So people sometimes, maybe there are those who believe in him and believe in IPOB who do that willingly, but no doubt there are other people who feel coerced to do this, because if they go about their law-abiding business, the system has proven over time that it will not protect them. So what do you want them to do? What do you want them to do? And the army is not helping once again, because even the paper that found the story, the Vanguard, reached out to the army to get some clarification and no response on the matter. Not the best approach, if you ask me. So government must realize once again, if you want people to trust the system, you must give them reasons to. Up next, business news, Canvas and Adedayo Elusakin comes up afterwards. Please stay with us.